Hi, it's me again, Adam, here on Body Lab TV. Welcome to another episode of Mat Workout or Fitness on Demand. So today, just some dumbbells, optional of course. Try to give you variations if you don't have weights. If you do have weights, try to have more than one size or different weights, like a lighter set and a heavier set. Some of this we'll be doing with arms, but some of them will be for the legs. So the legs obviously can handle more. And again, if it doesn't feel right, forget about the weight. Focus on your breath and love your body. Walk out abs. So stand up, bend over, walk out onto your hands, plank position. Maybe a push-up here. Might be too soon for some of you. Walk back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold down, walk out. Another good plank, maybe a push-up. All right, keep going with that. I'm going to turn and face you guys because I'm going to switch the variation here. We're going to add a lizard for the legs. Mic is caught up. Okay, so on this next one here, you're going to walk out to plank, step your right foot forward outside the hand. So right foot to pinky, then take the right arm up to the ceiling, tap the elbow down to the floor, walk it back to standing. Big inhale. Come on out, walk out. Left foot steps, left arm up in the air, down to the floor, elbow tap maybe, step back plank, walk it back. Reach up, walk on out. Right foot steps, right arm reaches, right arm twists. Come on back to plank, bring it in, stand it up, right back down. Plank, left foot, left arm up, left arm down. Come on back. All right, you get the idea. We're going to keep going here a couple more times each side. Yeah, that's what we're doing. First few are always going to feel the stiffest. Breathe. And as you get some circulation happening in your body, your body starts to cooperate. Coming up later, as we get into some movements, the body might not want to cooperate. That's part of exercise, and things start to fatigue. That's good, but stay calm and controlled so we avoid injury. Oh, how about that? All right, down dog twisting. So find a down dog position. Head low, hips high. Maybe pedal the legs out here a little. Feeling some movement on the back of the legs, especially the calves. Maybe a little bounce in the shoulder blades. Taking a moment as the blood rushes your head. Now the twisting part. Separate the hands and feet wide. The pinkies to the edge of the mat. Hands and feet. Pinkies to the edge. Left hand, right foot. Look under you. Twist. Switch. Big exhale. As you twist. Trying to get some side body lengthening. Trying to get some twisting through your midsection. Wake up those abs and obliques. Breathe. It's the timer say. We'll go, let's see here, about 30 more seconds. Let the head dangle here. Also trying to get the shoulder to open up a little bit. We're going to come down the plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to face you guys for this plank. Plank, alternating shoulder taps. Breathe. If you got to do it on the elbows, that's okay. If you got to do it on the knees, maybe do some hip twists instead, that's okay. Breathe. Really press one palm flat into the floor. Try to put some pressure into all the fingertips. Try not to let the body lean or twist to the side too much. So there's going to be a little movement, left to right, but don't exaggerate it. Don't let the body totally collapse. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your abs. Breathe. You're going to take it onto the back. Bicycle crunches. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your back. Bicycle crunches. So a more stable variation. So if you got some lower back neck issues, something going on there, dead bug, alternating extension through the arms and legs. Otherwise, go bicycle. Maybe kick up your tempo, get your heart rate going. Some of you, if you want to use the weights already, I like to do dead bug here with the weights in my hands. Pressing real firm into the lower back, opposite arm and leg extend, opposite arm and leg. So left leg, right hand, arm, etc. Make sure the lower back is pressing flat, not arching or cramping into the low back. 10 seconds. And then, I need to scoot down here. We're going to do some hip bridges. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip bridges. So, heels under knees. Lift the hips up and down. Abs tight. Keep a separation in your legs. If you would like to rest the weights onto your hip area here, use your hands to hold. Make sure they're in a spot that's fairly comfortable. Now don't throw, bounce, swing your hips way up into a back bend here. Shoulder blades together. Squeeze your abs really hard as you lift up, countering the back bend. All right, we're going to alternate a leg raise here. Walking out this bridge in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I lift up. One leg extends, then the other. Now, getting the leg perfectly straight doesn't matter. Maybe you go forward. Maybe you're going to do this with knees bent the whole time. That's okay too. You're just trying to shift the pressure. Right glute, left glute. Right booty, left booty. Keeping the tummy tight. Those are the weights again. Hold on to them. Make sure they stay centered on the hip region there. And you set the tempo. I'm going about a moderate pace. If your back feels okay, you might kick up your tempo, speed it up a little bit, but make sure that doesn't start to stiffen the back. Some of you might need to go slower, maybe pause at the top. Make sure you got full engagement of the glute. Let's go 10 more seconds. Trying to get that booty warmed up. Keeping the tummy tight though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, if you got weights, roll them off to the side for now. Grab your knees, rock on up. Maybe a couple more times, waking up the lower back. All right, coming up to standing. A little more leg warm up. Squats. Fast or slow, doesn't matter. Depends on your knees. If your knees are feeling pretty good, you need a little more cardio here. Swing your arms, kick up your tempo. If your joints still feel a little cold, a little stiff, take it slower. Stay heavy on the heels. Your toes are loose and relaxed. Try to shift your booty back. Keep your knees out to the sides. Heels are typically shoulder width. Some of you might be a little bit wider. That's okay. On the way up, squeeze your butt. So squeeze the rear view here. But send the butt back, and then when you lift, clamp your cheeks together. Squeeze. Little puckering action, if you will. We got some single leg work to do. Start with a left leg lead curtsy in about 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, come to standing, feet together. You're going to take your right leg, cross it behind, come down curtsy, maybe tap the knee. Now come up, drive the knee up, step back, drive the knee up, step back, drive the knee up. All right, if you can handle a little more cardio here, I want you to see if you can handle a little hop. Knee drive up, hop, cross it back. And careful, the knee might touch. Be careful not to slam. Some of you might need a pillow or roll a towel up under there just to prevent yourself from slamming on the knee. Also, if this curtsy motion, some people might feel a pinching sensation around the hip or lower back. Forget the curtsy, just go straight back instead. Breathe. 30 seconds. Again, if you can add the hop safely, meaning doesn't aggravate your joints. I'm barefoot on a concrete floor, so hopping doesn't feel really good for me right now. If I was in tennis shoes, I'd probably do it. All right, 10 seconds. You're going to hold a lunge position and tap this right foot forward and back, little toe taps in 3, 2, 1. All right. So feet together, squat down about halfway. I like arms forward on this one. Right foot back. Now tap your right foot forward. Tap, tap, tap. All right, if you have the dumbbells, you can add a little row here. Your choice. You're not here long, 30 seconds. Breathing. Sometimes I just like this arm motion because it kind of keeps my body mechanics in rhythm. Maybe pump the arms like you're running in place. 10 seconds. Woo. Stay on that left heel. My left butt is burning. We're going to do some skaters in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So start off to one side. Big step over. Bring your feet together. So you can do these big steps. Some of you might hop a little bit. Some of you might try to touch the floor. So right hand, right leg, come across, down, left hand, left leg. Now again, if you have the ability to hop safely, go for it. Kick up your cardio. I'm gonna have a hard time talking to you if I take it to that level. So I'm gonna keep a moderate tempo. By the way, if this floor touching motion bothers your back, stay upright, please. Maybe you just hop, bring the feet together, side to side. This is okay too. And it's not a huge hop necessarily, but just trying to get that little extra inch in your stance. We're back on the left leg coming up. Little RDL, Romanian deadlift, I call it. I'm gonna use the weights for this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so weights in hand, balance on the left leg. So chest goes forward, right leg goes back. Stand up. You can bring the knee through or tap the foot, depending on your balance. Some of you, here's another variation I like. Hang the dumbbells down long ways, tap the floor, come on up. Now the standing leg here, this left leg, make sure there's a tiny bend in the knee. Never lock. When you got all your body weight on one leg, never lock out the knee. Even more so when you have an external load, extra tension on the body, in this case weights. It also applies if you're using, say, bands, spring, some type of spring-loaded device. 10 seconds. You're going to hold it forward and balance. Little warrior 3. 3, 2, 1. All right. Chest goes forward, right leg back. Now, you can just let the weights dangle. You can row. You can do tricep kickbacks or straight arm pulses. Maybe shoulder raise out to the side. I recommend looking straight down though. Keep your balance. Woo. Breathing. Coming up, we're going to do triangle with the weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. All right, so open up your stance here. Not super wide. Left foot forward, right toes angled forward. Now you're going to take your right arm straight up in the air. Left arm dangles right down in front of the leg. Now you're going to go down, reach the dumbbell down to the floor as far as you can, and then slowly stand up. Take this one slow. Down, up. Now keep going. You're trying to squeeze these right obliques here. Keep the right arm straight. Maybe look up. Breathe. Now as you lower down, you want to push your hips back. So hips go back, and then stand up, bring them to center, keep the tummy tight. Now if you're having issues in the shoulder joint, so shoulder muscle is working, burning, that's okay. If you're having issues in the shoulder joint, maybe keep the weight to your chest. breathe. Either way, you want to try to keep some kind of load here for these obliques and avoid fast swinging motions here. You can get a little bit of stretch on this left leg, but trying to pull up through these right obliques. 15 seconds, friends. Then you can bring it to center. Squat thrusters in 3, 2, 1. All right, bring it to center. Squat stance. Bring the waist to your chest. Now find the squatting motion. Down, up. So figure out if the weights bother your squat, like your joints, your back or something. If not, keep them. Maybe add this press at the top. Up, down, up, down. You can also, so if up motion like pinches your neck or something, take your arms out to the side, a little shoulder raise, keeping the elbows bent. This is a great option too. If you're totally having shoulder issues, meaning not good workout related, bicep curl. Keep the elbows in front of you, lower down, curl up. Either way, where'd the watch go? Either way, got about 30 seconds here. Then we're gonna hit up the right leg, curtsy hop. Keep the shoulders rolled back, by the way. So when I go down, I do hinge forward a little bit, but I'm not hunched over, rounding the back. Check it out. So I do have to lean forward a little bit. Notice the elbows stay in front of the ribs, they're not falling back. All right, 10 seconds. We're going for that curtsy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I always like to stand with feet together. Left leg crosses behind. Bring it up, start with the knee drive. Cross it, drive it. Cross it, drive it. All right, keep going. Reason being, I want you to establish your weight on that right heel. Keep it strong on the heel. Now maybe you have that hop. Assuming you're stable and your joints are okay with the hop. And I hop on this floor and barefoot. Does not feel good on my feet, so I'm not gonna hop. If I get some good tennis shoes on, I'd hop. I do love that cardio, and it's a nice booty burn. Not that this isn't the burn in the booty. Ooh, it is. All right, 15 seconds here. You're gonna hold it, open lunge position for some toe taps. Oop, lost my balance. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like to start with feet together, hips back, half squat, and then left leg goes back, tap it forward. So forward, back, right knee stays bent, heavy on the heel. Maybe you can pump the arms. Some of you playing with dumbbells. Some of you like to run it out. Now, there is a little bit of rocking motion in the hips here. Just careful with this right knee. Don't let it totally flop around. You're trying to keep the right knee bent and still here. Whew. Coming up. You can take it those skaters side to side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, skaters. Now maybe you just do feet together, feet apart. By the way, you couldn't see it from that front view, but I am hinged back a little bit in the hips, gliding side to side. So resist standing up straight. Some of you can get lower. Some of you are going to opt for that cross-legged. So it's another curtsy position. Tapping the floor, challenging your glute mobility, as well as your abs and your cardio. Breathe. And wish I had remembered to wear shoes for this one. I might hop. Actually, this isn't so bad on my yoga mat, as long as I can land light. So you take off kind of fast and you land kind of light. Some of you might be getting a bigger hop side to side, challenging your plyometric work. It's a fancy phrase for explosive movement, which really challenges the cardio. It's amazing. All right, we're grabbing the dumbbell soon. In 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your weights. Or not. You can do this without. Balance on your right leg. So forget about the weights for now. Just let them dangle. Chest forward, left leg back. Lifting up and down. Maybe bring that knee through. Just trying to find your balance on your right heel. And again, never lock that standing knee. All your weight is on that leg. Keep a, what's the phrase? Micro bend. Micro, tiny bend. At the top, some of you might experiment with some arm movements. I don't know if I mentioned that on the other side. You got shoulder raises to the side, to the front, bicep curls. Maybe you just want to let the arms dangle. Just appreciate the extra challenge of the balance. Whew, like I just lost. Get that back. All right, there we go. All right, 10 seconds. You're going to hold it forward. Warrior 3 balance. Ooh. My butt's cooking, so that's why I'm getting wobbly. I don't know about you. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, so establish a real good balance. Load the heel. Spread the toes. Maybe play with some arm movements. Breathe. Keep your tummy tight. Eyes fixed on a spot. Oh, boy. Coming up, we're going to that triangle. More obliques. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out of there. All right, so you're going to angle your feet to the right. Not a super wide stance. Right foot forward, left toes angled in back here. Left arm up in the air. Now slowly lower down. Come on up. Squeeze your left obliques. As you lower down, hips go back. Use your obliques. Come on up. Breathe. Getting a little stretch on the legs here. Getting lots of oblique work. Now again, if there's difficulties in your shoulder joint, not the muscles, let the muscles burn, struggle, whatever. But if the shoulder joint, something's not right, bring this left hand into your chest. Trying to keep some kind of load, extra load on the obliques. Remember, hips go back. Maybe look up. Woo. Come on up. Triangle, also known as a windmill. Some of you have done this exercise before with kettlebells. One of my favorites. So we got one more round of thrusters coming up. And then we're going to bring it down to the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Waist to chest. All right, find that squat motion. Down, up, maybe extend the dumbbells overhead. At a press. Now, careful. I forgot that I should have mentioned this at the beginning. Not to totally bottom out your lunge. So it looks like I'm going pretty low here, but I'm not all the way down. So this is all the way down in a resting position. That's not good for the joints. Because when you're down that far, the muscles disengage and your joints, your connective tissue, the tendons and ligaments take the pressure. That's not okay, especially when you got weights here, especially when you're moving through a lot of reps. Whew. Bring it down for some core work. See if we can keep the dumbbells involved. Ooh, yeah. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Set the dumbbells down for now. Come on down. So, side plank. I'm going to start with the left side plank. You only need one weight for this one. So, real quick, the movement. You're in side plank on the left elbow. The dumbbell, you might go up to the ceiling. You might row the elbow down here. Either way, 30 seconds. Let's go. And go up. Some of you might just pulse it. Really, it depends on, number one, your shoulder stability, but also the weight. If your weight is too light for this lift, you're not feeling a whole lot, pulse. Breathe. Maybe the weight's too heavy and you want to focus more on the obliques. You can also reach the arm out, do a little half bicep curl. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Careful with the shoulder. Now, alternating side plank. I'm going to face you for this one. Dumbbell in the middle, right under your chest. Take one arm out to the side, Switch. Now there is a little bit of twisting here. Some of you can go ahead and take the dumbbell all the way up to the ceiling. This feels pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. That felt really good. Now avoid any fast swinging motion. You're not trying to throw the weight. If the weight is problematic, do it without. Coming up, you're going to do a dumbbell reach through back in plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so just let me demonstrate from tabletop position what it looks like as far as the arm action. So plank position, weight is out to the side. You reach under, twist under, move the dumbbell out to the other side, and then switch. All right, so come on up to plank. Maybe feet a little wider. Reach through, move it. Reach through, move it. Now this one, instead of twisting up to the ceiling, you're trying to twist under. So if you can, move the dumbbell way out to the side, make yourself twist under more. Really challenge your range of motion. Ooh, yeah, that's a challenge. Coming up. Back to alternating side plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you need to do this on the elbows, that's okay. Check it out. You can still use the weight. Elbows down. Reach up. Meaning your stability. Again, it's important to work our shoulder arm muscles, but it could be a lot of pressure for the joint, especially all this rotation. So if you got to modify, get more stable, slow it down, get more control, please do so. I like to hold open the side plank for an extra second or a breath. Feels good here. Oh boy. All right. That's enough of that. Come on down. We're going to go back to those, by the way. So on your back, though, leg hip raises. So the movement, trying to keep the head down, take out the upper abs. So you can do leg raises, maybe hands under butt, add a little hip lift. Now, my favorite variation is to use the weight holding the feet. Done this in other videos. So this one, it's better to have the knees bent as you curl up. So extend the legs out 45 degrees, bend the knees in, add a little hip lift. Not much. Extend out, bring it in. Now notice when I extend out, I don't go too low, like 45 degrees, maybe a little higher. Reason being, my legs drop down lower with a weight on it, that really pull up on my back. And that does not feel good. Remember, we're working external load here. If you can't control the dumbbell, don't fight with it. Get rid of it. And again, hands under butt is okay if you need a little bit more stability for the low back. Some of you got a small squishy ball or a pillow you can put under there. Breathe. Just takes a little support. I'm actually going to have to lose the dumbbell. Starting to lose my stability. My back. My abs are still going though. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm going to face you for this one. Butterfly sit-ups. So my feet are together, my knees are out. Weights to chest. I'm going to make sure I don't hit my head on anything. Roll down. Knees stay out. Sit up. Reach up to the ceiling. You can also just keep the weights in front of you. Counterbalance. Come up. Do a bicep curl. I'm going to offer the bicep curl because we don't do a lot of curls. Breathing. Scooting forward a little bit. And go slow, especially if you have weights, because again, external load might be too much for joint stability, but also these I found if you start to get too ballistic up and down, you start to grind your tailbone. It's not feel good. I actually made that mistake and learned the hard way years ago. Went so fast I actually had a scab on my tailbone because I was grinding it so much. That was awful. So please don't make my mistake. We're going to do some leg lifts from this position in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, legs stay butterflied open. Crunch up, hold it. Weights in front of you if you can. Now, check it out. You're going to lift the legs up, 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 up. Breathe. Lower ab, inner thighs. They are connected. Woo! And when you lift the legs here, actually try to feel your tailbone curling up. Oh, what's the timer say? Oh my goodness. All right, about 15 seconds here. And you're going to sit up and twist it. Keep your tummy tight. If this bothers your neck, you can do this with your head down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together, weights down for a second. Rock on up. Okay, so twist. Use the weights if you can. So a lot of you know Russian twist, tapping. Almost smashed the watch. Not smart. Some of you know how to punch. Cross, cross, cross. Now this one, make sure, since we're working rotation, you're leaning back, but you're not curling down. So anytime we twist the spine, we want to have a fairly straight spine, not all twisted, all bent up. It's not good for the discs. And as most of you know, the spine is never perfectly straight. It does have some natural curves. Fancy phrase, neutral spine. Try to have your thighs together on this one. Like actually squeeze them. Trying to get more inner thigh stability, not overburning the hip flexors. All right, we're going back to plank rows in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Okay, so depending on your stability, you can do row to the hip. You only need one dumbbell for this one. You can go out to the side, shoulder raise. Some of you, if your shoulders feeling pretty good here, take the weight forward. Oh yeah. It's going to challenge your plank, challenge your deltoids, your shoulder muscles. Whew. Coming up, we'll do the alternating side plank. And if you can see me here, I am tilted, twisted to the side a little bit as I alternate arms. Not a lot. The bigger twist is coming up. For now, keep your core tight, legs firm, try to stay centered. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Whoo! And see if you can hold it at the top for an extra breath, maybe an extra arm movement. Coming up, you're going to do the reach throughs. And reach throughs, I'll just show you variation without the weight. The weight is just something really to focus on. You can do it without. All right, check it out. Remember, weight is on the side as far as out as you can. Reach through, move it over, switch. So without the weight, you just pretend. You reach, twist, twist. Now, also about now, watch out, you're not shrugging up into neck. So our shoulder stability is getting a real challenge. Make sure you're not shrugging up into your neck. Got another round of alternating side planks here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I need to readjust myself. I'm going to do mine on the elbows. My wrists are getting tender. Reach up, open it. Try to pause up there. Trying to get more side plank out of it. Breathing. Or on the back again. Leg hip raises. How is your breath, by the way? Still got it rolling there. Don't hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you even out both sides, by the way. Ooh, okay. I'm going to have both weights nearby handy. All right, leg hip raises. You might use the weight again in the feet. For me, I was starting to lose my low back, so I'm going to do it without. But I'm going to keep my hands under my booty. Extend out. Legs go up. Little hip lift at the top, real little. Try not to bounce up and down in the lower back. Breathing loud and proud. Stopwatch says 30 seconds. Now, also, if you're totally losing stability in the low back, maybe do this dead bug action here. Again, trying to get into lower abs. I don't know if you remember earlier, you can do this with the weights. That's a nice variation. Weights in hands. Also helps give a little counterbalance because remember our legs weigh so much more than our arms. Well, that's because we use them so much more. Though it would be fun to walk around our hands all the time. Some of you actually do. All right, butterfly sit-ups in 3, 2, 1. All right, so butterfly the legs open. I like weights forward for this one. So you can go up the top shoulder press. I like weights forward. It helps give me a counterbalance. And also, I want to mark the bicep curl at the top. Notice though, this bicep curl, keeping the elbows lifted, they don't drop down to here. Not much going on here as far as muscular effort. Oh, by the way, notice on this one, I am curving, rounding, rolling my spine down. When we twist, you got to take that curve out. But here, curve it. It'll help you tighten those abs. Stopwatch is about 20 seconds left. Then we're going to try butterfly leg lifts. So after this, we got butterfly leg lifts. And then, ooh, almost lost that one. And then some twisting. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, roll down. Ooh, maybe keep the arms forward. Leg lifts. You can also, check it out, bend the elbows, add a pulse up with the arms. You can open out, chest fly. If you're having neck issues, you can keep your head down, but you gotta kind of wiggle your shoulder blades together and feel more tailbone lift. So if your head is down, try to focus on lifting the tailbone here. Breathe. If your neck is okay, hold that crunch. Let's see here. Coming up for the twist in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And put the weights down for now. Rock on up. All right, find your twist. I like to face you guys. So Russian twist, tapping side to side. Maybe cross punching. Remember, take the curve rounding sensation out of your back. You're leaning back, but try to lift up your spine as straight as you can. I'm going to keep my feet down for this one because, again, my lower back is starting to feel some pressure as my core stiffens. Some of you got a stronger core than I do. You can keep your legs up. Go for it without aggravating the back. Breathing. 20 seconds. Ooh, boy. Getting near the end here. Don't lose your focus. Breathe big. Stay calm. Again, if you got to lose the weights, lose them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Oh. Windshield wipe your legs. So hands behind you for support. Just drop both knees over to one side and then the other. Trying to feel some movement around the hip and lower back. Try to slow your breathing down. So you don't want to come to a dead stop. You want to slowly cool down. It would be like getting off the interstate and slamming your brakes. It could be a lot of wear on the body, so you want to try to slow it down. Just like you took the time to warm up, you want to take the time to cool it back down. All right, so this movement's a little tricky. So you got the legs zigzagged here. My left leg's in front, my right leg is out to the side, arms forward. Without dropping the arms, you're going to try to lift up onto the knees. So I'm going to lift up, turn to my left, twist. So this is getting a little rotation, but also kind of opening up the hip flexor. I'm going to rotate down, spin my legs around, try the other side, up, down. Trying to keep my arms up the whole time. If you got some shoulder issues, maybe prayer hands at the heart. I like the arms forward because it helps give me a counterbalance, and it also takes out the temptation to put my hands down. Breathe. By the way, at the top, squeeze your glutes and abs, so tummy tushy tight. Squeeze. Little mobility. Alright, so my favorite hip stretch is pigeon. Some of you need to lay down figure 4 or other hip stretch. Level off the hips. Big inhale, open up. Exhale, come on down. Some of you might lay all the way down. You can also do some twisting to the side. Some of you might find a gliding movement here. So hands off to the sides of the mat for a little balance. Inhale, press up, tummy tight, gently stretch up. Come on down, exhale. Up and down. And then carefully roll off to the side, switch it. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn all the way around. You guys just switch however you need to. Level off the hips so you're not tilting to one side, even though one leg is stretching more than the other. That's all right. Lower down. Careful with the joints, any knee, hip, back issues, any of that. You might need to switch it, flip to your back, or do a seated figure 4 stretch. Breathe. I'm going to opt for the lifts. Just kind of moving the stretch around different regions of the hip. Subtle, but also helping my breath and metabolism settle back to where we started. Not totally. Definitely don't want to end all wound up. Then rolling off to the side. So maybe legs together, maybe legs apart. You can fold forward. You can do a little twisting. I like to twist here. Oh, I do love the twisting. We do a lot of things forward and back centered. We don't do enough lateral rotational movement. And I'm not just talking exercise, I mean in life. Always striving to go forward, sometimes having to go backwards. But every now and then, it's okay. It's good to go sideways. It's okay to get a little twisted. All right, friends, finish up your stretches. Maybe something for the chest and shoulders. We did a lot of planking, wall angels or something. Everyone's a little different. And again, shoulders need a lot of love, but they're super sensitive. So take your time. Please enjoy that. Appreciate your effort, your energy. Stay healthy. Keep loving. I'll see you again here on Body Lab TV.